edition of the Weekend Bilingual News on My Media Prime Television, broadcasting live from Douala. Quentin Etape, bonsoir et bonne fête de la jeunesse.
Bonne fête de la jeunesse, Joy, bonsoir. Bonsoir à nos millions de téléspectateurs. Merci de nous avoir choisis pour vous informer en ce jour de célébration de la 57e édition de la fête de la jeunesse. Eh bien, on commence la première partie en anglais avec toi, Joy.
We begin this newscast in the littoral region, where the 57th edition of Youth Day was marked by a march past, traditional dances and music. The event was chaired by the divisional officer for Douala 5 and Nwafo Cletus in the presence of other administrative and traditional authorities. Staff Lady Julian Dambi reports.
It was a colorful and joyful day at the Carrefour des Immeubles Grandstand as students and pupils came out in their numbers from various institutions in the Douala 5 municipality to take part in the 57th edition of Youth Day celebrations in Cameroon. The day celebrated on the theme Youth, Moral, Civic and Entrepreneurial Rearmament, a guarantee for discipline in building a united and prosperous Cameroon, was marked by a march past by the different nursery to primary, secondary and higher education institutions. Not to forget the show of Cameroon's rich cultural diversity with a traditional dance display, not leaving out the ballerina showcase. The youths were commended and at the same time challenged to shun practices that may jeopardize their future by the duo for Douala 5.
I want to use this opportunity to reiterate the message of the head of state to the youth, calling on youth to continue to be responsible, to say no to irresponsible behavior, consumption of drugs, prostitution, violence in the school milieu and all other milieus. I want to use this opportunity particularly to say thank you to the Lord Mayor of Douala 5 Council.
Apart from the colorful march past, other activities crowned the Youth Day in Douala 5 municipality, like award of medals to some educational authorities, as well as awards to the best school in the various socio-cultural activities that had been done during the Youth Week.
Wearing their uniforms are divisional officers.
Still on Youth Day celebrations, let's take you to the southwest region of Cameroon, where our primary schools in Boya have today participated in march past activities to celebrate the 57th edition of Youth Day. This is coming 6 years since they joined in this celebration, as Emmanuel Assi captured the moment in Boya this morning.
The feeling of the 11th of February is back in Boya primary schools, who have for 6 years not participated in this activity, are here with their black shoes and white socks, swinging their arms to their fatherland as they march past through the Independence Square in Boya, their teachers. Supporting them on one side, the regional delegate for basic education say team spirit has brought back basic education into the picture of this celebration.
For the past 6 years, it was like basic education was not existing. But this time, because of team spirit, with the parents, the teachers, the pupils themselves, in fact, it's like everybody had to put their hand in them to see that the children come out. And you people saw it. And you saw the euphoria in which the children themselves, they came out. Even from their marching, you saw happiness, you saw joy.
Southwest Governor Bernardo Calabilai, on his part, congratulated the youths for a massive turnout despite the fear of the unknown.
Engaged and mobilized today is a message of congratulations. We want to express our feeling of pride towards those youth, because they have understood very fast that they were manipulated and that they must come back.
Excitement is on as these pupils celebrate with friends from other schools on a day like this. While some students and pupils use this opportunity to get gifts for their loved ones, others engage themselves in playing games and buying Alaskan ice cream for themselves. Happy Youth Day to all the youths of Cameroon.
11 février 2023, la 57e édition de la célébration de la fête de la jeunesse se célèbre ce jour dans tout l'étendue du territoire camerounais. Eh bien, dans l'arrondissement de Douala 5e, l'événement a mobilisé plus d'une cinquantaine d'écoles primaires, une vingtaine d'établissements d'enseignement secondaire, des instituts de formation, des universités, sous le regard du sous-préfet Clitus Agnafor et les autorités de la municipalité, sans oublier les hommes politiques et autorités traditionnelles. Grâce au Nomanum, nous fait l'économie de cette journée dans ce reportage.
Fort symbole de célébration, le défilé du 11 février représente l'une des grandes fêtes nationales. Entre joie, enthousiasme et fierté, la jeunesse camerounaise se mobilise à l'unisson pour hisser les couleurs de la belle et radieuse patrie camerounaise vers le haut. Après plusieurs mois de préparation, c'est en présence des hautes personnalités de l'arrondissement de Douala 5e que les établissements en primaire, secondaire et universitaire de cet arrondissement ont manifesté leur attachement, leur amour aux idéaux et symboles nationaux.
Justement, cette formation a décidé d'ouvrir officiellement ce magnifique défilé grâce au tricolore national Chief Ayuk.
We can see the effigy of the head of state, His Excellency President Paul Biya, celebrating the 57th edition of the Youth Day right in Douala 5. That is great. Bravo, Aïchi.
Bravo justement à la commune d'arrondissement également. Bravo à l'arrondissement de Douala 5e. Après justement les fugitifs.
Accompagnées parfois de fanfares, les activités principales que meuble ce jour du fête de la jeunesse sont des danses, des pas cadencés en chantant, diverses parades et par-dessus tout l'exposition des talents. Grande joie pour les jeunes de Douala 5e en présence de leur encadreur sur la place de fête.
Toujours dans la mouvance de la célébration de la fête de la jeunesse, quittons la capitale économique pour atterrir très rapidement dans un village situé dans l'arrondissement de Mbé. Le village s'appelle Mbé, dans la région de la Damawa, où la parade du défilé s'est déroulée à l'esplanade d'un lycée de la localité du pays. Pour plus de précision, je vous propose de suivre ce compte rendu de Belmont-Zewa.
C'est à 10 h que la 57e édition de la Fête nationale de la jeunesse a commencé au village Ouak, avec l'arrivée du représentant du sous-préfet à l'esplanade du lycée de ce village. Et du coup, les autorités administratives, politiques, traditionnelles, confortablement installées à la tribune officielle, et les jeunes, scolaires et non scolaires, ont attentivement écouté le discours du chef de l'État prononcé la veille. S'ensuit alors la parade solennelle. Les tout petits de la maternelle, les jeunes du primaire et leurs aînés du secondaire. L'autre fait marquant de cette parade du défilé a été la prestation de la troupe théâtrale du lycée de Ouak, qui a représenté l'œuvre de Guy Memga intitulée La mamie de Kokambala, étudiée en classe de première.
La théâtralisation de la pièce La mamie de Kokambala de Guy Memga, qui est une œuvre inscrite au programme dans tous les établissements au Cameroun en classe de première, est une idée qui est venue renforcer la capacité des enseignements au niveau de l'acquisition des apprentissages dispensés en classe.
D'autres activités ont permis aux jeunes du village Ouak de montrer l'étendue de leur savoir-faire, ballet, danse traditionnelle, mouvement d'ensemble.
Je suis contente que j'ai fêté le 11 février ici à Ouak.
Le représentant du sous-préfet de Mbi n'a pas manqué de dire sa satisfaction pour les promesses tenues au profit de la jeunesse et pour l'organisation générale de l'événement.
Célébrons cette fête dans un contexte de rayonnement moral où les jeunes doivent reprendre le civisme et agir dans la discipline. Nous voyons déjà la construction du lycée de Ouak. C'est une action de développement.
Cette célébration du 11 février au village de Ouak a été vécue avec pompe et réjouissance.
Away from the March past, while addressing the youth yesterday, Head of State President Paul Biya says he recognizes the legitimate concerns of Cameroonian youths in a global context marked by a series of crises, from the killing of journalists, unemployment, and the increase in fuel prices, as well as prices of basic commodities. President Biya recommended discipline, hard work, creativity, and audacity for youth during such challenging times. Bo Elvis reports on the contents of the president's speech.
The head of state, Paul Biya, is aware that things are not easy for young people. He says he will continue making the requisite efforts to create, together with the government and other social partners, an environment conducive for education as well as professional integration and development of full potentials. Yet he has this piece of advice.
That just like youth worldwide, you may feel somewhat confused. It is normal that you may be tempted to yield to doubt and fear about the future. You should not. Most of all, do not give up. Rather, utilize your intelligence, your wisdom, your resolve, your skills and talents to rise to the current and future challenges.
The government, according to President Biya, will focus on setting up vocational training centers with emphasis on professionalization. He equally suggests areas of specialization for young people.
I sent a message to the nation. I announced the start or continuation of numerous projects in various sectors, notably infrastructure, energy, and mining. These are employment niches that I am inviting you to take advantage of.
A guarantee fund for young entrepreneurs cannot be enough for everyone. That is why the head of state calls on young people to embrace self-employment by taking advantage of the opportunities available in areas such as agriculture, handicraft, and digital economy.
I know I can count on you. You can count on me.
In a related story, the head of state's speech comes at a time when Cameroonian youth are going through real tough times, from unemployment to assassination of journalists to price hikes. These difficulties bothering the minds of Cameroonian youth were not, however, specifically raised by the head of state, President Paul Biya. Bo Elvis once more.
President Paul Biya's speech to the nation was done in a context of general insecurity in the nation's capital, Yaoundé, following the assassination of 2 journalists. The head of state did not say anything concerning the ongoing case. However, he has already given instructions through his Secretary General, Ferdinand Gongo, and a mixed team of investigators from the Gendarmerie and police departments are working on the case. Some Cameroonians have been grumbling that the head of state was at least supposed to say something verbally about the killing of these youths, which will reaffirm his commitment to promoting freedom of speech and democracy. While calling on youths to be organized and take the bull by the horn, the head of state encouraged hard work, education, and self-employment. The commander-in-chief has oriented young people towards professional education at a time when millions of youths already went astray by choosing subjects that sometimes pushed them into getting master's degrees and more just to end up being frustrated. We learned from the head of state's speech that close to 20 billion francs CFA has been pumped since 2016 into the special 3-year plan that has employed at least 11,000 youths. How informed were Cameroonian youths? Can those who benefited be easily identified in our communities? And how fair was the selection process is the question asked by many young people who learned about this plan for the first time during the speech. President Paul Biya has recognized the zeal to leave Cameroon by many young people through illegal means. As high cost of living tightens the noose on citizens, the president told young people that challenges will always be a part of human life, but they must be faced with courage and determination. The head of state wants to boost young people through a guarantee fund. Many have expressed hope that access to this fund should be facilitated for youths of all walks of life, irrespective of their background. Among those who deserve special attention in funding are youths displaced in war zones who are scattered all over Cameroon looking for ways to survive.
2 jours avant la célébration de la fête de la jeunesse, une causerie éducative a mobilisé autour d'elle plus d'une centaine de députés, jeunes et ministres de la République. L'objectif était de s'échanger sur les mots-clés des défis de l'heure. L'essentiel à retenir de cette rencontre est à découvrir dans ce reportage que signe Marie-Rosine.
Plus d'une centaine de députés jeunes venus des 10 régions du Cameroun étaient présents à cette causerie éducative qui tournait autour du thème « Jeunesse, engagement civique et promotion de la santé ». Parmi la kyrielle des ministres invités, celui de la jeunesse et de l'éducation civique, Mounouna Futsu, qui a d'ailleurs apprécié cette initiative des parlementaires.
Je veux du chef de l'État de construire la République exemplaire qu'il appelle de tous ses voeux. Depuis lors, le ministère de la Jeunesse et de l'Éducation civique, en rapport avec les autres départements ministériels et tout le secteur, la société civile, les partenaires au développement, évidemment les jeunes que vous êtes, s'activent à conduire cette campagne sur le terrain à travers ce que nous appelons l'agenda civique national.
Comme un grand frère, le docteur Manaouda Malachi a exhorté ses chers petits frères députés jeunes en insistant sur la problématique de la promotion de la santé en leur faveur.
Politiques, économiques, socio-culturels, environnementaux, j'allais dire comportementaux et biologiques, peuvent donc tous la favoriser ou au contraire lui porter atteinte.
Fadimatou Iyawa Ousmanou, la présidente du Conseil national de la jeunesse du Cameroun, après avoir remercié ses pairs pour sa réélection, a présenté les projets à l'endroit des jeunes Camerounais, surtout avec le diktat de la conjoncture économique. Sous le regard admiratif des membres parlementaires, les députés jeunes ont manifesté leur satisfaction.
Le pays tout entier compte sur vous. La jeunesse est une étape déroutante pour la plupart des gens, car c'est un mélange de clarté et d'obscurité.
Au terme de cette cérémonie éducative à l'endroit des jeunes Camerounais, en prélude de cette 57e édition de la Fête nationale de la jeunesse, un projet de loi a été adopté à l'unanimité par les parlementaires. Bonne fête à toute la jeunesse camerounaise.
You are watching the Weekend Bilingual News on My Media Prime Television. Now, over 5 workers of the Cameroon Development Corporation, CDC, have been feared dead and several others injured following an attack by unidentified gunmen on Friday, the 10th of February 2023. The incident has left many in shock as calm is yet to return to the area. Catherine Ekongwe tells us more.
Calm is yet to return in Tiko, Fako division of the southwest region of Cameroon, as over 5 workers of the Cameroon Development Corporation (CDC) have been feared dead and several others wounded following an attack by suspected separatist fighters on Friday, February 10, 2023. According to an eyewitness, the workers were attacked in their farms by unidentified gunmen and shot for failing to respect a 2-day lockdown imposed on them ahead of the 57th edition of the National Youth Day, celebrated across the country. The survivors of the attack have been brought to the CDC Cottage Hospital in Tiko, where they are currently receiving treatment. It should be recalled here that this is not the first time CDC workers are being attacked since the Anglophone crisis turned bloody in 2017, as a similar incident was observed in 2019, where some workers of the Cameroon Development Corporation were reportedly pulled out of their houses by unidentified armed men and had their hands chopped off. One worker had his fingers chopped off, 2 severely injured, and the other wounded on the leg.
The Lord Mayor of the Womb Council in the Menchum Division of the Northwest Region has officially received new classroom buildings at the government primary school Aguli. The rehabilitation of the school is part of President Biya's plan to reconstruct the two English-speaking regions of the country. Details right ahead. In line with the presidential plan for the reconstruction of the Northwest and Southwest regions hit by the Anglophone crisis, Government Primary School Aguli in the Womb subdivision of the Menchum Division has benefited a rehabilitation of its infrastructure. The Lord Mayor of Womb Council, Anthony Digambong, officially received the new buildings on February 9, 2023 in the presence of the Divisional Officer of Womb subdivision.
In fact, my joy is more than I can express myself. In fact, this is thanks to the peace that we have. What we have received and handed over to the population of Aguli today is a presidential plan for reconstruction and development. In fact, people thought that it was a dream that you saw it yourself. You can see behind me, you can see the type of wonderful classrooms, 4 classrooms that have been done with solar lighting. It's so wonderful. And it has motivated me to make sure that I provide that school with computers so that the children can know the value of peace, the value of making sure that they work with the government, the state, that has all the powers and the prerogative to provide for their education.
The rehabilitated structures comprise of 4 classrooms, the head teacher's office, and the provision of solar panels for the school. The pupils and teachers of Government Primary School Aguli expressed their gratitude to the Cameroon government.
Thank you very much, especially to the Lord Mayor of Womb Council who selected this school to be one of the first schools to benefit such a wonderful renovation works. The work is good. I thank God. I thank the Lord Mayor. I thank the government and the Minister of Basic Education for initiating such wonderful projects.
The entire population of Aguli could not hide their joy.
I feel very happy. This building has been transformed as a university campus. It's not more a primary school, but a university campus.
I am as happy as a lark. I feel very happy. I've never seen this wonderful building in this municipality. We see the expression the whole village has given you people. I give special thanks to the Lord Mayor of Womb Council, Mr. Digambong and Tony, for what he has brought in this municipality. We know that here in Aguli we have peace. That's why the government has decided to send this structure in this municipality.
The Lord Mayor of Womb Council revealed that 4 other schools in his municipality will benefit from this reconstruction plan.
Parlons à présent de l'information hors de nos frontières. L'actualité africaine, une fièvre hémorragique fait 20 morts en Guinée équatoriale dans la semaine à l'intérieur de la province de Quentin. Cette maladie se manifeste par l'écoulement de sang du nez, des douleurs articulaires et d'autres signes symptomatiques qui conduisent au décès au bout de quelques jours. Les pouvoirs publics du pays se seraient mobilisés par les chefs des communautés locales pour endiguer le danger. Covid-19, le gouvernement du Togo nie toute malversation financière dans la gestion des fonds destinés à la lutte contre l'épidémie de coronavirus. Dans un communiqué publié récemment, il se réjouit du rapport d'audit de la Cour des comptes qui considère que les dépenses relatives aux mesures barrières de riposte ou sanitaires sont conformes, régulières et sincères. En revanche, dans le pays, les voix s'élèvent contre les irrégularités épinglées dans cet audit. À la découverte d'une première personne qui a été contaminée de ce Covid-19 en mars 2020, d'après certaines sources, le gouvernement togolais avait reçu un soutien technique et financier de l'Union européenne, du Fonds monétaire international ou encore de la Banque mondiale. Séisme en Turquie, le Soudan apporte aussi son aide au pays sinistré. Il lui a envoyé une équipe de 40 sauveteurs à l'effet de booster les efforts de recherche après de violents tremblements de terre qui ont tué plus de 22 300 personnes, l'une des pires catastrophes survenues dans la région depuis un siècle, avec à leur bord des couvertures, des tentes et d'autres équipements. Ces éléments de force de défense ont quitté l'aéroport international de Khartoum hier vendredi et atterriront à Gaziantep. En dehors de ce pays d'Afrique, l'Algérie avait déjà déployé une équipe de secouristes en Turquie et en Syrie quelques heures après le drame. Mesdames et messieurs, c'est la fin de ce journal bilingue préparé par l'aide de la collaboration de la rédaction. Mesdames et messieurs, merci de nous avoir suivis. Bonne fête à tous. Bonne fête à tous les jeunes.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is where we come to the end of this newscast on My Media Prime Television. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned in the company of other programs on The African Eye. Happy Youth Day. Quentin Etape.